Welcome to Game Week 23 of the Fish Sports Marble Race Premier League, where we've got some massive games affecting both the top and the bottom half of the table this week. We've got AFC Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest, we've got Brighton versus Everton, Liverpool versus Ipswich, Southampton versus Newcastle, Wolves versus Arsenal, Manchester City versus Chelsea, Crystal Palace versus Brentford, Tottenham versus Leicester, Aston Villa versus West Ham, and Fulham versus Man United. Looking back at last week's table, we've got Chelsea 2 points clear of Liverpool and a further 1 point clear of Villa, with Arsenal and Wolves level on 36 points, who actually face each other this week, as already mentioned. At the bottom end of the table, with Ipswich now 3 points clear of the relegation zone, likewise with Newcastle, who are getting horribly close to that relegation zone. While at the bottom of the league, we've got Southampton getting slowly cut adrift here, 16 points for them so far this season, 7 points now off the safety zone. Anyway, let's crack on with Game Week 23. Match 1 of Game Week 23 sees Bournemouth at home to Nottingham Forest. Both these teams with wins last week. A crucial win for Bournemouth away at Newcastle, so a surprise win for them has got them again a bit closer to safety. However, then Ipswich's wins pushed them back a bit further. However, a win here for Bournemouth would get them within a point of safety again. It would also leave Southampton even more isolated at the bottom of the league. This is, however, the first game of Game Week 23, so lots to happen after this one. Forest doing very well, mid-table at the moment. A win for Forest would get them up to about 8th, which would be a hell of an effort for them. Obviously, real-life Forest also doing very well in the real-life Premier League, but in this as well, they're doing very well. Can Bournemouth get a much-needed win here? They need to keep themselves at least in touch with the rest of the teams above them, and they need a win to do so, and they've got 2 goals here. They've got a good chance of another win here, Bournemouth. Can they hold on? There's 5 seconds left. The Nottingham Forest Marbles do not look like they're going to make it. They are not going to make this one. This is another fantastic win for Bournemouth. This one that finishes Bournemouth 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Match 2 of Game Week 23 sees 2 very out-of-form teams. Brighton at home versus Everton. Brighton with just 1 win in the last 8 games. Everton without a win in 13 games now. They've had an absolute shocker. After a great start to the season, they have been awful, and they are now just 2 points outside the relegation zone after Bournemouth's win in Match 1. A defeat here for Everton is going to get them, they're in more than squeaky bum time right now. They are horribly close to the bottom. Again, guys, don't forget, this is referring to the Marble Race Premier League, not the real Premier League. A few of you guys who have watched these videos do seem to think that all my comments about teams' form is to do with the real life Premier League. It's not, it's all Marble Race Premier League based. Anyway, Everton have got 2 marbles go with some good momentum here. Well, they did have, they both died off. Can Brighton get through? Brighton can get through. This one's going to get through for Everton as well, surely. Oh, it is. There's goals galore here now. It's 3-1 Everton out of nowhere. They look they're going to get a win and pull themselves a bit away from the bottom 3 again here. It's going to be 3-2, but not enough for Brighton. I believe that's 3-2 defeats back-to-back weeks for Brighton. This one finishes Brighton 2, Everton 3. Crucial 3 points for Everton. Match 3 of Game Week 23 sees 2nd place Liverpool taking on 17th placed Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town beat Liverpool on the opening day of the season at home 3-1. They also took down Man City at home last week as well. They can take down 11 marble teams. Liverpool must win this game to put themselves back ahead of Chelsea before Chelsea play this week and keep the pressure on them. Ipswich with a win here would put themselves up to 15th place and put Newcastle United into 17th prior to their game this week. Newcastle getting horribly close to that bottom 3 right now. They cannot put any results together at all. They're having a mare of a season. But right now, these Liverpool marbles need to get across the line. If one of these gets across the line early, this one should be curtains for Ipswich. There's one there. Only one Ipswich marble coming down. If any of these cross for Liverpool, they have indeed. This one's done for... Oh, wow, this is a convincing win for Liverpool here. It's 3-1 in reverse. It was 3-1 to Ipswich at home at the start of the season. This one finishes Liverpool 3, Ipswich 1. Match 4 of Game Week 23 is huge for both these teams. Southampton at home to Newcastle. With a win for Bournemouth and Ipswich Town's win last week, Southampton are now 7 points adrift of the safety zone. They're on awful form. They've not had a win in 12 games, but Newcastle also in dire form right now. 1 point outside the relegation zone at the moment, Newcastle. They need a win here because they have not put back-to-back wins together since the first 3 weeks of this season, where they won 3 in a row. Since then, they've not won 2 games in a row at all. They have now dropped perilously close to the bottom 3. They're currently just 1 point outside the bottom 3. A win here would be crucial for them, and I've got to say, if Newcastle win this one, surely Southampton are nearly gone now. 7 points adrift, and this looks good news for Newcastle. Can they finally get a win on the board? They need to against a 6 marble team. They have to win this game. It would put them up it wouldn't even put them up 1 place. They're so far adrift right now. It'd at least give them a bit more security at the bottom. It'd put them 4 points clear of the relegation zone with a win here. There's not even a Southampton marble in sight yet, but can Newcastle get us over the line? If they do not win this game, it'll be an absolute mare for them. But they've got one across the line. There's still no Southampton marble in sight. Surely this is going to be a win for them. There's one here. Unless this marble can cause an almighty upset. I think they're going to scrape this one home. Newcastle have not done this convincingly. They've got the win they needed. This one finishes Southampton 0, Newcastle 1. Match 5 of game week 23 surprisingly sees a 4th v 5th battle here. So Arsenal in 4th place, where you'd expect them to be up in the top 4. Wolves, however, 5th. They're level on points right now. Goal difference is the only thing separating them at the moment. So Wolves could move up to 4th spot here. If there's any chance of Arsenal in any way clawing back their 12-point deficit on Chelsea, who are currently top of the league, having also not played this week yet, they have got to win this game. Arsenal have definitely faltered in recent weeks and have gone well adrift in the title race. And if Wolves get this one done here as well, Arsenal could move down to 5th. This marble's got a lot of momentum. It's died at the end, but Arsenal have to win this game. I have to start hoping the teams at the top are going to falter. At the moment, it's Liverpool who are top. Apologies, they've already played this week, so they're currently 12 points clear. But Chelsea, with a win here, could put themselves 14 points clear of Arsenal if Arsenal do not win. Arsenal have to get points on the board here, and it's 2-0 Wolves. Arsenal floundering again. It's 2-1. Can they get back in this game? It's 2-2. It's 3-2 Arsenal. Have they given themselves a tiny bit of hope? They've snuck this one by the skin of their teeth, keeping their title hopes a tiny bit alive. This one finishes Wolves 2, Arsenal 3. Great comeback from Arsenal. Match 6 is huge. It's Manchester City at home to Chelsea. Man City currently only in 7th in the league. A winner would get them within 13 points of top spot, which isn't great, but it's still a bit of progress if they can get a winner against Chelsea. Chelsea with a win would go 2 points clear again. There are teams in that top 4 right now praying for a Man City win. Liverpool, Villa, Arsenal all hoping for wins here for Man City to keep Chelsea kind of within range of them all. But who will win this one? Man City have been inconsistent all season. They've not really put a great run of form together at any point. Chelsea have only lost 1 game all season in the Marble Race Premier League. But could this be defeat number 2? Oh, there's a Chelsea marble there though. This Man City marble needs to cross the line. It hasn't. If this Chelsea marble gets good fortune here, this could be bad news again. Oh, okay, not yet, it isn't. It's not bad news just yet. There's more Man City, there's more Chelsea marbles than Man City coming in. Man City have got 1 across the line, but so have Chelsea. How is this one going to go? There's time for goals still for both teams. If Man City are going to do something pretty quick, they're not going to do it. It's going to finish 1-1. It's points taken off Chelsea here, but it's not a great result for either team. This one finishes Man City 1, Chelsea 1. It puts Chelsea and Liverpool joint top in the league, but Chelsea currently edging it on goal difference. Match 7 of a game week 23. Not a great deal riding on this one. It's Brentford at home to Crystal Palace. Brentford with a win here could potentially go as high as 5th if they could win this one by at least 3 clear goals. Palace currently sitting 6 points off the relegation zone, so they're reasonably safe-ish at the moment, but 6 points with 15 games to play, including this one, 16 games to play, including this one, is not a great deal of comfort for them, so they'd be liking a win here to get themselves 9 points clear. It's a pretty good comfort, a pretty good cushion at this point. But Brentford, as I said, could move up to 5th with a win here potentially, or 5th with a win here. But Palace with the early goal. Oh my word, Palace. Could they cause a little bit of a shock here? These are both 7 marble teams, so it shouldn't be a massive surprise. Palace with another goal. Wow, it's a Palace domination here. Palace here, out of nowhere, suddenly finishes this one off with three goals. Bam, bam, bam. This one finishes Crystal Palace 3, Brentford 0. Palace moving up to about 12th. Fair play, Palace. Match 8 of game week 23 sees improving Tottenham at home against Leicester City. Tottenham now up to 8th spot. They had an awful start to the season. On a really good form right now. A win here would actually put them as high as 6th, which is and above Man City, which is ahead of an effort considering how bad the start of the season was. Leicester currently 2nd bottom. A win here would get them out of the bottom 3 if they can pull off a surprise result. We know that Spurs have been a bit unpredictable in this this league so far this season. Can they pull off a surprise win and drop Ipswich Town back into the bottom 3? A win here for Leicester would also put Newcastle within 3 points of the relegation line again, although they did get a win this week, a crucial win this week away at Southampton. Not the greatest win, a 1-0, but still a win nonetheless for them. Anyway, Leicester leading the way here. Can they get a clean run through this and put some pressure on the Spurs marbles that are following it? They can't. There's 2 fails so far. Oh, there's so many Spurs marbles now. Surely Spurs are going to get another win in the bag and move themselves up to 6th. How is Spurs going to get to 6th if this happens indeed? The inconsistent form they've had this season. There's quite a lot of Leicester marbles here. Can any of them get across the line though? Will any more marbles get across the line for that matter? I think that one made it. I think we'll do a VAR check to confirm it, but I believe this one finishes Spurs 2, Leicester City 0. Spurs up to 6th. VAR can indeed confirm the 2nd goal crossed the line in time by the skin of its teeth. Therefore, this one finished Tottenham 2, Leicester City 0. Match 9 of Game Week 23 sees Aston Villa at home versus West Ham. A massive match here for Aston Villa, with Chelsea dropping 2 points this week away at Man City. A win for Villa would get them within 1 point of top spot. It could be 1 point between the top 3 if Villa can win this one. Villa have won their last 3 games. West Ham have won 8 of their last 12, so they're on really good form as well. Who will win this one? West Ham look like they're going to get away first here. Villa really need to win this one to keep the pressure on the top. You don't see Chelsea drop too many points. They've only lost 1 game all season. They've drawn quite a few. They've only lost 1 game. Villa need to exploit this and get themselves in the point of top spot. Can they do it here? There's marbles for both teams coming down this course now. Onto the bottom part of the course. Villa get here first. Can they squeeze this through and put the pressure on West Ham? They need to win this game. They cannot afford to be dropping points now at this point in the season. They need to keep the pressure on at the top of the league. Can we have a 3-horse race for top spot in this league? No one's hitting that last green zone at the moment though. Repeatedly hitting the Reds. What is going on here? This could be a disaster if they're not careful with Villa. They're missing chances left, right and centre here. Plenty of shots, no goals. There's 1 for Villa. It's 2 for Villa. Can they hold on here? It's not over yet. There's so many marbles down there. It's 3-0 Villa. How on earth is this so one-sided with so many marbles down there? 4-0 Villa. A hell of a result. Also does their goal difference the world of good. This one finishes Aston Villa 4, West Ham 0. Villa within 1 point of top spot now. Match 10 of Game Week 23 sees Fulham at home to Man United. These guys currently in 9th and 10th in the league. A win for Fulham could put them as high as 6th. A win for Man United could put them as high as 7th. So a good chance for both these teams to get themselves right up the league here with a win. But we'll see who can manage it. Man United's form this season has been very inconsistent, but they are slowly pushing their way up the table. They will go above Man City in terms of the Manchester rivalries here. Should they get a win here, which would be great for Man United if they can manage it. But we will see. There's 3 Man United marbles here, well ahead of the Fulham marbles. Will any of them get the momentum? This one's got some good momentum already. Can it get across the line? Oh, it was so close. So close again. So close again. 3 really good chances there for them. They've flunked them all though so far. Dear oh dear. They all look like they're going to make it across the line. This one surely is right. 1-0 United. Can they get a win that will put them above City? This marble from Fulham surely going to make it. No, it's not. How have some of these with momentum not made it? 2-0 United, great win here for them by the look of it. It's going to be as well. This one finishes Fulham 0, Manchester United 2. United go up to 7th, 1 place above Man City. So at the end of Game Week 23, it's hotting up at the top of the league with Chelsea dropping 2 points away at Man City, and Liverpool and Aston Villa both comfortably winning at home to Ipswich Town and West Ham. There's just 1 point between the top 3 now as well. Chelsea's goal difference still substantially better at the moment, hence they're still top ahead of Liverpool, but it's really close now. Arsenal's win against Wolves gives them an outside chance. They're 9 points adrift, but they can still do it possibly, while Tottenham and Man United's wins as well are pushing them up in towards the top 7 as well. They're doing very well now finally after an awful start to the season. At the bottom of the table, Bournemouth's 2-0 home win against Nottingham Forest has got them within touching distance of the safety zone as well, just 1 point away from Ipswich Town. Leicester unfortunately losing this week to Tottenham, 3 points adrift, while Southampton again losing 1-0 at home to Newcastle sees them 7 points adrift with 15 games left. They need wins ASAP to avoid relegation this season. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure you smash like on the video. Please smash subscribe if you're new here, and if you are, welcome indeed. Thank you for joining this series on my channel. And also please guys, make sure you check out the shorts videos that accompany these for all the individual games. If you could do that, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Until next time guys, thanks ever so much for watching this one, and hope to see you back for Game Week 24 very soon indeed. Cheers all, bye!